Okay, so hello, Leo listeners. Cara Leopold here from Leo Listening, where I help international professionals chat to fast-talking native speakers by improving their English through movies. So that was a mouthful that I haven't said for a while. Anyway, I'm here with somebody very special. That's Rosa, who has been in the movie club, the Leo Listening Movie Club, for 3 years. So just for a bit of context, we're recording in March 2023. And around this time, 3 years ago, when it was the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic and the lockdowns and everything, I emailed a few students saying, would anyone like to do a movie club for a month, right? In April 2020, and I think the plan was to watch Back to the Future Part 2 or something. And I just thought, well, let's do this for a month and see. And here we are, Rosa and I, 3 years later. Rosa is the founding member of the club, so was one of the first people to join in April 2020. And since then, Rosa, congratulations, because you have been in every single round of the club, and you have now watched 25 movies. So congratulations to you. And to some of the others, there's other people who've been in the club for a long time, but I think you're the only one who's like been so consistent. So I think that's absolutely brilliant. So I've chatted to you about Movie Club before, and I want to chat again now that it's been almost 3 years. So to start, can you tell us a bit about yourself, why you're learning English, all that good stuff?
So I'm Rosa. Yeah, I'm Italian. And I speak Italian, of course, but also English, French, and a bit of German, because I'm very passionate about languages. And in fact, I also work in the language fields because I am a teacher. I teach Italian. And why am I learning English? Because first of all, as I said, I'm very passionate about it. It really is. It really is very fun for me. And then, of course, English is very, very important nowadays. I don't know if I mentioned that I live in Switzerland.
I think that's a very important point, because the fact that, you know, if you speak multiple languages, and it's partly for fun, but partly also because of where you live now.
Yeah, it's true, because I live in Switzerland, in the French-speaking part of Switzerland. So I speak a lot of Italian for my job and French in my everyday life. But not only, I also speak English pretty often, because here in Switzerland and in Lausanne, where I live, there are many foreigners. And it is very important for me to be in touch with people who come from, everywhere, and who cannot always speak French or Italian. So we speak English. And I now live in Switzerland, but someday I might move, go somewhere else. And also at that point, English will be extremely important for me. So
yeah, wherever you go. But yeah, Switzerland's a really interesting example, because we've had people in the club who were living in English-speaking countries, so in the US or the UK. But there are situations like Switzerland is a good example. Also, people living in the Netherlands, like it's a place where there's a lot of expats, and obviously Dutch is the local language, but there's a lot of English speakers and international people, and Switzerland is another good example. And like you say, you come across people in Switzerland who don't speak French, don't speak German, don't speak Italian, but they do speak English. And so I'm thinking of all the international organizations and things like this. So yeah, definitely a very international place. Cool. All right, I just need to check my next question. So organized. Yeah, it's on WhatsApp, because we communicate on WhatsApp a lot in Movie Club. Right, so we mentioned that in the beginning that you've been in Movie Club for 3 years, you've watched 25 movies, you're about to watch number 26, as am I. So why are you in the club? Why have you been in the club so long? Because when you started, your English was at a really good level. and it's still, and it's got better since then. But so tell us why.
Of course, I still need to practice my English. There is always room for improvement, that's for sure. And I don't want to lose touch with the language, even though I have multiple chances to speak English with my friends or with people I meet here. I still need to exercise, speak and exercise my English with someone I know can give me good advice about my English. But I didn't want when I started the club, I didn't want to be in a standard English course, and today I still don't want to. So a very good way to keep practicing my English is being part of the movie club, have the chance to listen to authentic English in the movies, and have chances to speak to share my thoughts about the movie. And in all these years, it always worked for me because I saw I really could improve my English, and because it always was easy for me to manage doing my tasks or participating into the conversation. Even though I didn't always have a lot of time for it, thanks to the flexibility of the club, I've always managed
to make the time. I think it's worth mentioning a couple of things there. So when you came to me, you already had a high level of English, and like you say, you didn't want just more traditional classes, if you like. And I think that is a really good point. If you're at the sort of upper intermediate advanced level of English, just going to the same old classes that you did when you had lower levels, it's not really going to have the same impact. So I do think it's important for people at higher levels to do something like be in a movie club or a book club or a podcast club or whatever it is. So, listen to or watch or read interesting content, and even content that's for natives, that a teacher like I can help you access it. But obviously you're at the level where you need to push yourself, and then instead of doing traditional grammar exercises or whatever, you're actually discussing this content. So I think that is really important. And then the other point is that, so it's funny, because you are a language teacher yourself, you've told me that classes actually are difficult for you because you're giving classes, so you don't have that much time for a traditional class at a set time. And like you say, in the club, you've got tasks to do, you've got the movie to watch, but these are all things that you can do in your own time. So you're right, you can, as long as you're happy with a bit of managing yourself and managing when you do things, you can fit it in to your life for sure. So do you want to tell us a bit more about some of the biggest benefits of movie club that you've discovered in the past 3 years?
A benefit is that I can watch movies and enjoy movies. That's an important part of it. And of course, I can improve my listening skills. Not only because I watch a movie, but also because there are all these tasks when we have to focus on one dialogue, for example, and transcribing it. And I think these also helped me a lot with my pronunciation. This is another aspect this is an aspect of my English I struggle a lot with pronunciation. That really is tough for me, and I feel like I think I improved my pronunciation with the movie club. I find it effective, very effective for improving my English, and also motivating. And I think motivation is a very important part of it.
Yeah, for sure. No, when you're watching watching something interesting and then doing the tasks. So like you say, we have you've got a week where you're doing listening tasks, so listening to bits of dialogue, and that can be really hard because it can be hard to catch the fast dialogue, and then after you have to record yourself to work on your pronunciation, these are not easy tasks. But yeah, when you do it with a movie, it's definitely more fun than just some random words or speech or whatever. So yeah, that's really cool. Any other benefits you want to mention that you can think of?
I told you about pronunciation, that I think that really is a good point, because I imagine that you put a lot of effort in choosing the beat, the part of dialogue we have to transcribe and then repeat, because I guess you try to find part of the movie with tricky sounds, which is maybe also difficult depending on the accent. So I think this is something extremely important for me, also at my level. Something else is about the accent, because it really is important to practice your listening skills with different English accents. And if we watch American movies, English movies, and we listen to all these different accents. Right now we are watching Invictus, and we are listening to South African accent, and that's really fascinating for me, because I didn't know anything about this accent. And of course, that's also very useful. I can really improve my capability in understanding the different kinds of accents.
Fantastic. Yeah, no, South African accents are definitely challenging because that's one of the accents that perhaps we don't hear so often, because a lot of the movies we watch, they tend to be, well, many of them are, Hollywood movies, American movies, or like you say, British ones. So yeah, it's good to experience a variety of accents for sure. Okay, amazing. And then my last question was, let me just check how I worded it. How would your life be if the club didn't exist? So if I hadn't sent that message in March 2020 and I hadn't created the movie club, what would it be like?
It would be sad. No, seriously. It would be, I think it would be very difficult for me to find another way to practice my English and to improve my English, because as I already said, I really don't want a standard English class. And I think it would be also a shame not to be part of a community I can discuss movies with. We can discuss movie together, but we can also go deeper and talk about very important topics. And I think this not only helps my English skills, but in general, I find it also an interesting, an important hobby for me to watch a movie, analyze it, and then share my thoughts with other people and listen to their point of views. I think that's interesting, not only for my English skills, but also, yes, in general for my everyday life.
For your own sort of personal development as a human being. And I think it's good. It's developing, the skills of like empathy, and then listening in the sense of listening to each other, listening to different points of view. That's definitely something that has struck me over the years in movie club, just seeing these really fascinating discussions and seeing people express themselves on quite deep and complex topics, because you know, the movies we watch, they have allowed us to discuss like a whole range of topics. Like in the most recent one, we were talking about kind of, you know, work and money and earning a living ethically or not, and also working into old age in the US. You know, and you know, I could come into a class and give you an article to read about this, but I don't think there's the same emotional connection. Like when you watch a movie and you watch a character and you watch their story, you have that real emotional connection with them. So I think it makes it kind of it's different. It's different to just reading like, something dry like a newspaper article where there's facts, but there's maybe not much emotion. So, okay. Any final words then to say about Movie Club on this 3rd anniversary of being in the club?
Wow, 3rd anniversary. Time flies.
I know, it's crazy.
I didn't realize.
I know.
Yeah.
I think also time was kind of distorted during the COVID period, like because it just every day felt kind of the same. So yeah, I think it's hard to believe that time has passed. But no, really, I assure you, it's been 3 years, 25, more than 25 movies. I promise.
Yeah. At the beginning, you said that yes, in March 2020, you told us, okay, let's do this for 1 month, but then it's just 1 month. That's amazing. Yeah. I really am proud of being part of this. Yeah, for 3 years already.
No, you
Really.
should be. Yeah, it's a brilliant achievement. So congratulations to you, and here's to many more movies in the future. And so if you're watching this and you're interested in joining Rosa and the other members of the movie club, I've put a link in the description. So the movie club will open again in April, on April 11th, 2023, for the May to September round. If you're watching this in the future, don't worry, like you can still go and click on the link to Movie Club and have a look at it and join the waiting list, because I do open it regularly, usually 3 times a year. So hopefully you're watching this either before or during the enrollment, and you can go check it out and go see if you would like to join us. So Rosa, thank you so much for coming back to share your thoughts on Movie Club, and for being such a loyal member, founding member of the club.
And I also would like to say, please join us.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah. Like, yeah, no, you're a good advert for the movie club, definitely. Yeah. And yeah, we are always happy to take more people. That's more people means more discussions, more ideas, more observations about the movies. So yeah, don't hesitate, go have a look in the description and you'll find all the links and all the details. All right, thank you, Rosa. Thanks everybody for watching, and see you again soon. Bye.